85% of Muslim voters support one of the left-wing parties in Sweden, according to a recent study by Novus. About 66% support the Social Democrats, 19% the left, and about 5% support the Greens. Compared to the right, where about 4% support the current government parties and about 10% support the Sweden Democrats. This is neither new nor exciting, according to election researcher and scholar Henrik Ekengren. He does, however, point out that something seems a bit skewed with these numbers, considering that left-wing parties usually end up with about 2/3 of Muslim votes. But why is it that Muslims end up supporting left-wing parties at such a high rate? According to Ekengren, this has very little to do with religion, and it's mostly related to social and economic standing. Statistically, Muslims in Sweden are poorer than the average. They have a lot to benefit from left-wing policy. The 10% support for SD can also be explained by similar factors, since Muslims are overrepresented in poor areas with high crime rate. Another area that can't be ignored is political outreach. The left is way more visible in poor working class areas than the right is. To be fair, blaming immigrants for everything that's wrong with society probably doesn't help either. Some will probably claim that this proves that the left is using immigration as a tactic to gain more voters. But that doesn't make any sense at all. Non-European immigrants still make up a very small part of Swedish voters. And if this was a tactic, it would have been ongoing for decades. In the last election, they represented the same amount of S votes as all liberals and centrists. Only about 2/3 of immigrants end up voting for the left in the end. And the longer they stay in Sweden, the more likely they are to have the same kind of voting pattern as every other Swede. Ekengren pointed out that it would be a very bad tactic that wouldn't result in that many votes. It's simply not a very good group of people to focus your efforts on if you want to get more voters. But most importantly, there simply isn't any proof that this is a tactic employed by the left. The key takeaway from this study should be that Muslim voters usually vote in line with their socioeconomic position, something I wish more people would do.